Hey Secret Agents, this is Tara Bright, and I'm just coming home from the Milwaukee event. There's a Milwaukee regional event today, and it's about 2 hours away from home, and basically I've been on the road and at this event for the last 10 hours, and these Milwaukee events are amazing, and sometimes I think that we assume that because it's close to home, it's not going to be that big of a deal, especially if we were just at convention. What can possibly top convention, right? Well, I admit that I kind of felt that way a little bit too, and of course it's always great to get to events, no matter the size. Definitely being able to be around the Seacret community is really what drives us and keeps us motivated and gets us through from week to week. And so what I just want to share with you is just the feelings that I had at this event. Basically, they're playing the music and playing the videos and all this kind of stuff, and that's obviously motivating. But I even got teary-eyed when they were playing one of the first videos of the convention recap. And as I sat there, I'm like, gosh, I'm feeling these feelings from convention kind of come back to me, which was really exciting because convention, international convention, we were just at Salt Lake City, is just such a huge event. Obviously it's the biggest one of the year, but we always don't think that we can replicate that, and I truly felt that the convention was replicated, obviously on a smaller scale, but there was still 150 people in that room today, and the energy and enthusiasm and the motivation that I'm coming home with is just amazing. And so I encourage you to not downplay the significance of getting to an event. I don't know if you guys realize this, but the Milwaukee market, the Milwaukee group or team, is one of the top teams in the whole company. It's just a huge group, and I don't think that exists out there. There's not a whole lot of places or areas that can fill a room on a weekly basis with 150 people or 100 to 150 people. So this was an exciting event. Definitely brought back that feeling of the community and the energy and enthusiasm and the motivation that I just felt at convention a month ago. And of course I took pages and pages of notes, great tips. We've been doing this for 18 months, and there's always something to learn, something to jot down, and just something to come home with to get you energized. So basically, the next regional event is Saturday, June 28th. Isaac is coming. Are you kidding me? If this does not tell you how powerful the Milwaukee events and the Milwaukee group is, Isaac, the CEO, is making a trip to Wisconsin. That is huge. It's not just because, it's John Malot's team, nothing like that. No, the Milwaukee group is that big and that pronounced and just making that big of a deal out there that they are putting Wisconsin on the map. And so for us in New Glarus, or if you're in the area within a matter of a few hours, if you're in driving distance to Milwaukee, you have got to get to these events. Every Tuesday night they have an event. They start at 7 o'clock. They do a phenomenal job over there. And then obviously they're trying to do regionals probably on a monthly basis. I'm not quite sure. But the next one is June 28th when Isaac is going to be there. I know we're committing to 10 guests at that event. Commit to that. Commit to something and hold yourself accountable. This is your business, and nobody can get guests there for you. Basically, one of the coolest lines I heard today was, you bring them, I speak, they decide. So if you bring people to the event, guess what? Your job is done. They're speaking, these other guys are speaking, and your guests are going to be the ones to decide. So all you have to do is fill the seats. That's it. Then your job is done. So that's kind of that's a great thing, because that takes the pressure off. All you got to do is pack up your car and fill it with people. If you've got a vehicle, you make sure that every seat in your car has a behind in it, and you're taking them to this event with Isaac. So again, I am just jazzed up, and it was a beautiful day today. Spending 10 hours outside doing some yard work or getting some stuff done, was definitely appealing. But at the same time, another thing they touched upon is the willingness to sacrifice. What do you want the most? Well, you know what I want the most is I want to be able to spend time with my kids and do yard work and stuff like that whenever I want. But once in a while, you've got to give up what you want most, so that way there can be a day that you can do that all the time and you can do whatever you want. So I encourage you to make those sacrifices and figure out a way to be there on June 28th. If you're scheduled to work, or if you're scheduled to go somewhere or do something, you know what? Figure it out. If your job or if your employer went up to you and said, hey, this training day is mandatory, it wouldn't matter if your kid had a dance recital or a soccer game or whatever. You would have to be there. You'd have to miss it. And not saying that we want to be missing our kids' events, but once in a while, sometimes at the beginning here, we have to be willing to give up the things we want most for the things we want most. So being willing to give up a couple things with my kids, knowing that this is all for my kids, is kind of what I'm getting at here. So anyways, make sure you're at the June 28th event, getting people there. And I definitely encourage you to carve out some time on a Tuesday night. Maybe plan on being once or twice a month over to Milwaukee, getting people there as well. So again, I can't reiterate enough how important events in general are, but this group in Milwaukee has it going on, and they are sitting there with open arms. They love our group. They know Kevin and I. They want us there. They want us there. They gave me 25 tickets to the Isaac event. So we need to fill the seats. So come on, everybody. Let's get to Isaac's event on June 28th, and look forward to rocking things out here in Wisconsin with you.